Hey there, how you doing? I'm Sarah. If you're a copywriter like I am, or maybe you're a freelancer who works from home, you know that procrastination can be a bitch, yeah. Now, there are so many studies and research articles about why we procrastinate and things like that, but that's not what this video is all about. Now, one of the things most people think about how to overcome procrastination is you need a big why of like, why you are in business, why you want to change the world and everything. And whilst that is true, it can kind of lose its potency in its day-to-day logistics of actually getting up and getting on with your work. Okay, so I've tried loads and loads of different things to try and get myself motivated, to keep myself going. And many of the things have failed. There's one thing that I found that works for me and continues to work for me. So the one thing that I use to keep me motivated and keep me working towards the things that I set myself each day is something very, very simple. It's a 100 checkbox grid. That's all it is. It's 100 checkboxes on a piece of paper that I check off each day. So how it works is you are the rule setter. Okay, so you decide what are the rules around this checkbox. Okay, for me, I set myself 3 goals every day, 3 most important tasks that I must accomplish. And if I accomplish those in the day, I get to tick off a box. I colour it in with a highlighter, okay? And so the next day I set myself 3 goals. And then if I accomplish them, I colour it off. Now the thing is, these grids only work if you set yourself a prize. It's 100 boxes, so you're going to go for 100 days of getting your coloured boxes, and after 100 days you allow yourself a prize. It can be anything you want. You make the rules, like I said. It can be something big like a holiday, or it could be just something that you wouldn't normally allow yourself to have because you feel a bit too indulgent or something like that. But it's something that's going to have you going, okay, that's something I want, so I'm going to work my way towards that. Now the thing is the consistency of this system that makes it so brilliant, because if one day you don't manage to do your tasks, you have to start again. You lose your streak of coloured boxes. You have to rip your paper up and start again. Now again, you are the rule setter, so maybe you only do it on 5 days of the week and you have your weekends off, or maybe you only work on 4 days a week, and so your rules are set in the beginning. You make the rules yourself, but you have got to be committed to it and, you know, be honest with yourself as well, because you don't want to be cheating away. And because that's the whole point is, it, you know, if you cheat, you're not being productive, because you can go right off a day and go, okay, well, I didn't do it that day, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, you set yourself, you commit yourself to this, even if it's just one goal a day that you must accomplish, and you colour that box in. And the thing is, it's like self-reinforcing of productivity. And so basically what it does, the more boxes you fill out, the more motivated you are to get to the end goal, but also the more motivated you are to not let yourself not do the tasks, because maybe you built up 60 days worth of coloured boxes, but you don't want to lose those 60 boxes because one day you're thinking, oh, I really don't want to do this. But if you don't do it that day, you have to start all over again, okay? So you may be thinking, why does this work? Well, I'm going to tell you. It's all to do with the dopamine fix in your brain. And I'm going to show you what Wikipedia says about dopamine.
In the brain, dopamine functions as a neurotransmitter, a chemical released by neurons, also known as nerve cells, to send signals to other nerve cells. The brain includes several distinct dopamine pathways, one of which plays a major role in the motivational component of reward-motivated behaviour.
So dopamine is a natural chemical that's released in your brain, and it's to do with motivation. So what you want to do is set and achieve goals, and once you do that, that actually spikes the dopamine levels in your system. And so, as you know, dopamine is one of the happy chemicals. It makes you feel good. So the more times you're checking off your boxes, accomplishing your tasks, even no matter how big or small they are, if it's a task that you need to do and get done and you do it and you check off a box, it spikes dopamine in your system. And it, again, the more boxes you fill out, the more incentivized you are to reach the goal, but the more dopamine you get in your body, which makes you happier and feel better about achieving things in your business. Now, this system is great for setting goals and achieving them, but it's also really, really good if you're trying to abstain from something. For me, at the moment, I've decided that I need to stop eating biscuits because it's not good for my waist. But I'm British, I like a cup of tea, I like to dunk my biscuits, so I end up eating biscuits all day long. It's so easy to sit at my computer doing my work and having a cup of tea and dipping my biscuits, but I've decided that I'm quitting biscuits. So I've got my check boxes for my how many days I've gone without biscuits, and so far I'm at about 14 days, I think, and I'm excited because I've done a 14-day streak of not eating biscuits, and I'm not going to risk not getting to my goal. I'm not going to tell you what my goal is, my prize, but I'm not going to risk that by caving into that little bit of a craving for a biscuit, because really at the end of the day I don't really need a biscuit, but this is really motivating to me to keep going. And the thing is, it is a proven system, especially for abstaining for things, because this is the same thing that alcoholics use to keep them accountable to the number of days they've been sober. So it is a proven system. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to link in a download for my checkboxes. It's just a simple checkbox, and it's all you have to do is click it and download it. There's no opting needed because, hey, it's just a simple grid, and you could actually just, make one yourself on your Google Docs or on your Excel spreadsheet or something like that. So just click the link and it'll download it for you. Print it out, write a goal on it, decide the rules yourself, set yourself 1 goal, 3 goals, however you want to do it. Say how many days it's for, whether it's 5 days, your working days. My biscuit thing is every day. My working days are 5 days a week. So you set the goals and get going and be more productive and get your goals done, and you will feel so much better about your working productivity as you tick off your boxes. I hope you found this video useful. If you have, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to keep on top of copywriting tips and tricks and hacks, email strategies, and also tech tutorials as well, then remember to subscribe to my channel below. Bye!